You are watching the GameCreds.com Clan Invitational, cast by myself, Total Biscuit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shoutcraft right here with Kara in the green trunks, representing Team Against All Authorities. He is playing Protoss versus his opponent, Select, in the purple trunks, playing Terran. He's representing Team Dignitas, and it's here on the Lost Temple. It is one apiece. This is very tense stuff, folks. Select could take the entire series. They could knock Against All Authorities right out of the tournament. Take it for Team Dignitas. However, Kara could potentially equalize right here. Dignitas are up 2-1, and it's one apiece in the best of three. Again, remember, best of three is the series. Best of five to win the entire clan war. First to three, and first of two in the matchups. I know, it sounds a little confusing for some people, but it works. Just, you know, engage your brain. Little bit of mathematics, folks. Always nice to learn things on this particular show. Ooh, that's how best of five works. Wonderful. That's how best of three works. Fantastic. Wonderful. We've seen some interesting stuff thus far. Honestly, Select attempts to build Planetary Fortress in Kara's base. Doesn't exactly work out. He was so very close to pulling it off. It was so very close. Then Kara responds with some amazing Phoenix harassment. Disables practically everything. No building permits for Select at all. Phoenix is nailing him down right there, restricted his movement, and eventually, Select just ran out of money. He was able to win the fight in the middle, takes the mothership of Kara down, but it doesn't matter because Kara has 4 bases to Select's 2, and I think he pretty much mined out his natural expansion as well by that point. So, well, especially with mules, no question, actually, come to think of it. Terran mines out so fast because of mules. So if Terran can't expand, they're so very boned at that stage of the game. He knew it. He gave it up. He couldn't get out of his base. He tried placing expansions. Kara wouldn't let him. He wouldn't even let him build them. He just grabbed the SCV off the ground. Zap! Down. It's like, no, you're not building anything here. I am absolutely sorry. You do not have planning permission. Ugh. So I have to wonder what's going to be going on here. I cannot predict, I can't predict stuff at the best of times, but here, seeing this utter ridiculous play by both people, it's wonderful. I'm sorry. It is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Absolutely fantastic play from both. This is turning out to be one of the... There's been some great series, actually, in this particular clan war. And yes, they are all VODed. Thank God they are all VODed this time around. So all of these will be available on YouTube. Oh. Select with the scout. Sees what he can see. After that nonsense, I think that both of them might decide to do something a little bit more standard. I'm going to build a mothership. I'm going to build a planetary fortress in your base. La-di-da. Except it doesn't look likely because Select's going to go fast expansion. There you go. Okay. He decides, you know what, I'm not going to allow myself to be mineral starved anymore. Not going to happen. Feeling good about it. Kara scouts it. Kara doesn't block it, needless to say, because it's about to be shot to pieces anyway, and there we go. He saw it. He's got to expect that that is the case. Marines rolling on out right now. Bear in mind, if Kara's able to apply early pressure, then that's going to be problematic. But he's going to fast expand as well. There you go. He's got 400 minerals. Straight into the expansion. Okay. Matching up, folks. Squaring off right here on the Lost Temple. Neither side feels like it's worthwhile to go in for some early game aggression. They want to get their respective build orders, respective strategies rolling, and they do not want any interference, damn it. It's just not going to happen. They don't want it. They dislike that, and I don't really blame them. 3 barracks strategy for Select. There you go. 3 barracks, very common. Very good as well. Bunker to defend it, also very good for securing your natural expansion. You would not ever blame anyone for doing that. So I'd say Terrans are such cowards, hiding inside their little shells of metal, titanium, and gun slits. And then you might turn around and say, well, you know what, if you're being faced off by a bunch of ancient alien warriors, you might just want a couple of freaking inches of hard steel between you and the damn side blades. So honestly, put yourself in their shoes, ladies and gentlemen. No, give those back. You are a zealot. They don't even fit. And if you get that meme, then you're a good person. I like you. 3 gateways coming up right here for Kara. Looking probably for 3 gateway through to Colossus. Why would you not? Why would you not? Especially considering that the opponent is doing nothing more than building Marines. Oh, Engineering Bay coming up for Select. Pretty quick Engineering Bay. Interesting. Possibility of upgrades. 4 gateway. 4 gateway, ladies and gentlemen. 4 gateway. Yes. The question is, can he get the placement to start applying that pressure? Engineering Bay is on its way up. Are we looking for a +1 upgrade? Possibility. Planetary Fortress? Probably not. There, perfect pylon placement, absolutely wonderful pylon placement, a lot of flexibility available there. Here comes the Bunker Line, it's going to make it difficult to go. Missile turret coming up as well. Missile turret, well, it's not going to do much against this 4-gateway push, but at least it will be able to spot any observers that are blatantly not coming because he doesn't have anything to build them with. But, hey, you know, it's nice to have a missile turret. It makes you feel all warm and snuggly inside. There you go. Robotics facility now coming up, so that observer might get shot out of the sky. You never know. It could happen. Also, no Dark Templar. Always a nice thing. There are no DTs in my base. I am very happy about this. That's one of the things that I would personally celebrate. I wake up every morning and I realize there's no Dark Templar in my room, so I'm very happy about that. Would you be happy if you found a Dark Templar in your room? Well, for one, you wouldn't find him because he's invisible! And I'm fairly sure you don't have scanner or missile turret placed in your bedroom. And if you do, then you are the man, my son. You are indeed. Robotics facility on the way up right now for Kara. Not really clear on the strategy, honestly, other than, hey, we've got a pylon, we've got 4 gateways, we could go attack. By the looks of it, Immortals aren't going to do too great a job here. Of course, they do massive damage against bunkers, but they don't do so well against lots and lots and lots of Marines, which is exactly what is available right here. Here comes the Observer, and straight through the Robotics Bay. Extended Thermal Lance, perfect way of carving away through that. If you get Extended Thermal Lance, you just simply do not have the range to deal with it. Although Select does have a missile turret, which actually is going to turn out to be very useful. Going to shoot those Colossi out, so there you go. Admittedly, it's only 1 missile turret, and it will die pretty damn fast. It's going to need a few more than that. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it fires fairly rapidly. Still sticking with Marines and Marauders right here for Select. He's got the 3 barracks up, pumping it out. 5 barracks approach now. Reactor on the way, 2 Tech Lab already available. Stimpack doesn't have conch shells yet, doesn't have combat shield yet, but he'll have those sooner rather than later. Factory coming up as well, just to give him a little bit of the edge. And honestly, on a map like this, why would you not want a factory? You want to place your siege tanks right here, you want to rain down fire, death, and brimstone, and destruction, great vengeance, and furious anger upon your opponents. Yes, Colossus on the way up. Colossus will be the deciding factor that breaks that siege line. A lot of bunkers, but of course they will be torn apart by the Colossi, especially when the range upgrade actually happens. You know, neither side has really built an awful lot of units yet. They're not really feeling under threat. Marine player, what the hell is a Marine player? The Terran player just sticking around, waiting it out, having a little bit of a break, maybe playing some cards. You never know. Bless me. Right. Colossus, there you go. There's your concussive shells. There are your combat shields and your +1 weapon upgrade as well. Almost completed. A lot of damage, especially when you've got your Marines in play. There's your Extended Thermal Lance. Thing is, Kara, even with a Colossus, doesn't really have enough to break that siege line right now. He's going to need an awful lot more than that. His pylon is in a good place, certainly, but he just doesn't quite have the minerals yet. Let's have an economic comparison, shall we? Kara, a little bit behind, honestly. Select's got 6 more harvesters, a little bit behind right there. Both pumping gas at a fairly rapid rate. Admittedly, gas not quite as important for Select as it is for that. Oh, loses the pylon right there for free as well. Select takes it out. A lot of gas, very useful for Kara for obvious reasons. Going to break out those expensive upgrades like Charge, really pricey. Extended Thermal Lance, really pricey. Colossus, really pricey. 2 more gateways on the way as well. There's the scout. Oh, did he see the Colossus? I have to wonder. It's a possibility. He's got to suspect Colossus, surely. And with this amount of time, with 2 expansions now going up, he got to suspect Colossus is on the way. He does now have the starport up to deal with that. Does he have a reactor? Yes, he does. He's got the reactor. So Vikings come out and deal with that. Templar Archives coming up for Kara. You know, when this fight does actually happen, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. We've got a little bit of foreplay going on right here between our 2 opponents. And, of course, bear in mind that Kara, very, very careful. He's got to be. If he loses this, he loses the entire series. And right now, numbers-wise, it's looking pretty good for Select. Continuing to push forward. His economy in a good state. Lots of Marines, lots of Marauders, couple of Medivacs coming out. Has he got Vikings? Yes, he does. There you go. And Terran Infantry Armor level 1. That will be helpful against those Colossi as well. 2 Colossi available. What else has he got on the field? 14 Zealots. Charge upgrade is almost done. Will be very soon indeed. Forge and Templar Archives coming in as well. Needs to get that done pretty damn fast. Are we getting any more Colossi? No, we're not. We're still relying on 2 right now. A lot of Zealots. No real upgrades except for Charge, though. No weapon upgrade, no armor, no shield, nothing like that. Kara's still not really willing to go in there. Looking to try and regain the economic advantage by expanding quite quickly to this line of gold minerals. And he's catching up. There's only a gap of 5 harvesters. And of course, with the chrono boost, he's going to get plenty out, plenty fast, and get a lot of money rolling. Thing is, Select is not going to just wait around and wait for his opponent to actually build a massive great force. If we have a look at army comparison right now, Select is ahead by a very small amount, 6 supplies worth. Again, not a huge amount, not really enough to determine the fight, but Select does need to start getting aggressive, because if he doesn't, then, yeah, many things are coming for you, and you are not going to like it one little bit, as far as I'm concerned. A lot of warp-in capability for Kara as well. 6 warp gates available. Oh, yeah. That is delicious, folks. That is tasty. Psystorm is on its way, but he's not bothering it right now. Instead of using an Archon, there you go. And the engagement coming in right here. No, we're not going to do that. We don't feel like it. We just don't feel like fighting right now. Select feels like fighting, however, so it doesn't look like Kara's going to be able to wait too much longer. Will he get some time for some more warp-ins? Very possible. He get a few extra warp-ins. That is vulnerable if he finds it, and he looks for it, and he's getting it right there. And in the back, we've got a drop as well. Mineral line taking an awful lot of damage there from the Marines. Bearing in mind, it was mostly mined out anyway, so it's not major. And here we go! Damage coming in for the side right there. Colossi sighting their way through that. There's a step back in the charge. Zealots bashing their way through the Marauder line, but it's not enough. They do not have the numbers right now. Colossus brought down by Select right there. Vikings did a great job, and now they're bottled in. They have nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and nowhere to hide, folks. Kara crushed. Select takes it, and Dignitas. Yes, indeed. There you go. 3-1 for Dignitas. Select, powerful.